Good morning and welcome to KSHS News for the week of October 2nd. My name is Caleb Herrera.
Buenos días y bienvenidos a KSHS Noticias para la semana de octubre 2. Mi nombre es Aileen Guerra.
Next week on October 9th and 10th, there will be student holidays, meaning there will be no school.
La próxima semana, los días 9 y 10 de octubre, habrán vacaciones estudiantiles, lo que significa que no habrá escuela.
If you are 18 or older and have yet to register to vote, attend the voter registration drive beginning the week of October 16th.
Si tienes 18 o más y aún no se has registrado para votar, asista a la inscripción de votantes a partir de la semana del 16 de octubre.
Hey guys, I'm Mr. Simon, Social Studies. I've been asked to talk to y'all about the reasons you should register to vote. So the big reason is because it is your chance to actually kind of have control over our government. And once you register to vote, you should vote. Local elections, state elections, national elections. And plus there's just the pride in being able to kind of be the boss of something. So I vote every election, and I would encourage all of you to. And come see me, Ms. Proctor, Ms. Pedretti, and we will help register you.
Administration would like for all teachers to review their safety drill procedures in case of any drills or actual emergencies.
La administración desearía que todos los maestros revisen sus procedimientos de perforación de seguridad en caso de cualquier simulacro o emergencias reales.
If you have any ideas for the KSHS News for our weekly segments or news for us to cover, email us at kshsnews@roundrockisd.org. If you want to join our news crew, see Mrs. Burley or Ms. Simmons.
Si usted tiene alguna idea para el KSHS Noticias para nuestros segmentos semanales o noticias para cubrirnos, envíenos un correo electrónico. Si desea unirse a nuestro equipo de noticias, consulte a la señora Burley o a la señora Simmons.
This week's video segment will cover the Success High School ALAS program.
El segmento de video de esta semana lo cubrirá Success High School ALAS Program.
Good morning, my name is Caleb Pereira. I'm here with Mr. Merton, the science teacher for the ALAS program. Mr. Merton, a lot of students don't know about this program. What is ALAS?
Well, ALAS stands for the Academy for Language Acquisition and Success. And what it is it's a program where students from other countries can come here and they can learn English while they're taking their high school courses. It gives them the opportunity to take advantage of all the opportunities in America by not only learning science and English and math, but we're always emphasizing learning how to speak, learning how to sound like you're from here, and just being able to communicate, because no matter what skills you got, if you can't communicate and you can't speak the language, you're going to have a hard time here.
All right, and so why is there a need for this kind of program?
When you look at the statistics, when you look at if someone comes to this country and they don't speak the language and they get thrown into a high school and they don't get support, and they're sitting there in class going, I don't know what's going on. And so many things start to happen. You start to get behaviors. You start to get things where kids they want to learn, but they struggle so much that they can't. And so it becomes better for them they start thinking, hey, I'd rather go get a job. I'd rather go do this. I'd rather support my family. But then they don't have the skills, right? So then, when they got to support a family and stuff like that, they end up making bad choices. They end up going out, and unfortunately, a huge percentage of immigrants who don't speak the language compared to someone born in America, ends up in prison, ends up not going to college. So this program is really about redemption. It's really kind of a program that I feel should be incorporated in all school districts in America. It's a beautiful thing and it's needed.
Can an language learner, join this program?
Yes and no. So our requirements are you have to have been in the country for 3 years or less, and honestly, most of our kids have been in for a year or less, and they have to score very low in their English ability. So they have to pretty much be kind of a beginner. So and they have to apply to our program. It's not just like, hey, this kid could use some help in English, we throw them here. They have to apply. They have to interview. The parents have to do the same. So they've got to be committed to, hey, if you're going to do this isn't going to be like, hey, just be a good student, we'll pass, we'll get you your high school diploma. There has to be some desire to want to learn language and really better yourself. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the heart of the kid is what we're looking for.
And what has been your experience compared to regular school, here at Success compared to regular school?
I've taught at a lot of schools that had, a high percentage of English language learners in the classroom. And what I see kids really just wanting it, And then in the regular schools, we don't have the supports. You know, they're mixed in with, you know, just a bunch of kids who do speak English, and in some classes, some teachers, sometimes they're just kind of forgotten, or they're put in a group, and it's like, hey, we'll just grade them easier on the tests and that kind of thing. You know, but it's a huge difference. It's the difference between, okay, hey, yeah, we got these kids and we're gonna accommodate them, versus we're gonna build a whole program around you guys. We're going to meet your needs. We're gonna give you every opportunity and make everything accessible and layer it and stack it so that we're not expecting you to just jump in with a kid who knows what, you know, an anti-establishment, you know, group is. We're going to sit there, we're going to start from the basics, and we're going to build up until you've got that same academic vocabulary, but meet you where you are when you come here. It's so different.
Okay. What are some misconceptions some people might have about Alice?
I think that the big thing is I think sometimes think that we play a lot and we have a lot of fun, and you know, maybe we're not doing you know, a lot of work when they see the kind of things that we're doing. And but the thing is you know, we're asking somebody. I mean, I want you to imagine if you know, let's say you went to China, right, and you got stuck in a class all day long, and it was a school too where you didn't have opportunity. Maybe you like to play soccer or some other sport, and they don't have that there. So you're sitting there for 6 hours a day, and people are talking in another language, right? So we need to understand that. And so when we do stuff, like we play a lot of games, but we're using, you know, respiration and photosynthesis as we're playing a game. Kids walk by my room and they see a kid running out the window with a fly swatter. It's because we're doing a vocabulary game, you know, or I'm testing them about verb tenses and testing them about how the phospholipid bilayer of the cell membrane works. You know, and we do our celebrations, and our celebration is about, these kids have worked hard for 6 weeks, and we know they're giving up a lot of extracurriculars and stuff they could be doing at their home campuses. And it's our chance for them to do these final projects every 6 weeks and get feedback and just congratulate them because they've accomplished so much. And we want to celebrate that. We want to be able to say, hey, look at where you were. That's why we videotape a lot of our things. And now look where you are now. So when we do our celebrations, when we do our games, when we do our field trips, I mean, it's really is about giving them this experiential education instead of somebody speaking in a foreign language to them going wah, wah, wah in front of the class. I think that's the biggest.
Well, Mr. Murren, thank you very much for your time today and answering our questions, and hope you have a nice day.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate the opportunity to tell people about the program.
Yes, sir.